So my wife came home the other day and she was going on about tteokbokki, and I had absolutely no idea what it is. And she was saying all her colleagues go absolutely crazy over it every time that the Asian restaurant around the corner sells it. And because I work absolutely nowhere near her and I can't get it, I thought I'd have to make it myself if I wanted to try it out. I made a short on YouTube that it's already been posted a couple of days back. Make sure you go check that out if you haven't already seen it. And keep watching this one if you want to see the making of that short. And because I'm not actually sure if this is a true representation of tteokbokki, what do you think? My wife's actually the camera lady as well. She's trying it out for me.
Delicious.
Is it close to the restaurant?
Yes, very close. If not better.
So there you go. It's actually a very, very quick meal to put together. What time is it now? If I wasn't filming, I reckon I could knock that out in about 15 minutes. It is that damn simple. Start by cutting up some green onions. Make sure you separate the white from the green. Alright, after you finish cutting up your green onion, are you drinking a beer without me?
So, I'm already halfway through to start it again.
After you finish cutting up your green onion, you want to get your kimchi out of the container. And if it's a little too big, go ahead and run your knife through that as well. Now it's time to head to the stove. Sure is. Okay, to a pan, add a couple of cups of water, or broth, a teaspoon of sugar, some gochujang, some gochugaru, soy sauce, and some mirin. And you just want to mix it till the sugar and the gochujang is all dissolved. Then go ahead and add your kimchi and the white part of the spring onion. Now we're just going to mix this in gently and bring it up to a simmer. Then go ahead and add in your soaked tteokbokki, aka rice cakes. Then a spoon. Then you want to go ahead and let this simmer for about 10 minutes. After it's been cooking away for about 10 minutes there, you want to add some salt, and you want to check your consistency. Now if you like it thick, which I like it a little bit on the thicker side, you're going to make yourself up a cornstarch slurry, and you're going to pour some in there. And mix it in. Now remember, your cornstarch slurry won't work unless it's up to a boil. Is that good for you? Mm-hmm. I think it needs a little bit more salt. Once it's thick enough and you've seasoned it to your liking, it's time to serve. Got some spring onions over the top, some sesame seeds. And if you're not keeping it vegan, you can also put a drug egg on top. Super quick midweek meal, packed full of flavour. What is this, Korean flavoured rice cakes?
It's tteokbokki with kimchi. A Korean dish, you can say.
If you want a super quick weeknight meal, give this tteokbokki a go. It's rice cakes with kimchi.
And a little cracked egg.
And a little drug egg. And a little drug egg for good measure. Nothing left to do but to eat it. Sweet, a little bit of sweet, a little bit of savoury, but not.
And a lot of heat.
A little bit of sweet, a little bit of savoury, and a nice kick of heat. Perfect for a weeknight meal. Spat everywhere. Perfect for a weeknight meal.
You need the egg.
It's not about the egg. Now's about the egg, Tootie. Let's do the egg. After a night or a couple of days of marination, this is what your egg's gonna look like.
Hold it up.
Nice jammy yolk on the inside, the penetration from the marination, a little bit of more chili on top. Let's see how good this drug egg is. It's actually pretty damn good. So you usually serve this over some rice, with a bit of kimchi on the side, and you drizzle over a bit of that extra marinating juice. That'd be perfect. You can even serve it over, what is it called again? Tteokbokki. You can even serve it over some tteokbokki. But in my opinion, a drug egg, you can also eat it just by itself. Anyway, I'm gonna go finish this on the couch.